Brothers and sisters, your family are the ones who benefit you after your death. The Prophet ﷺ, he told us in the famous hadith, إِذَا مَاتَ ابْنُ آدَمَ, if the children of Adam passes away, إِنْقَطَعَ عَمَلُهُ, your actions will come to an end. And the only action that will carry on for you is 3, the Prophet mentioned in the hadith. And in there it was a what? وَلَدٌ صَالِحٌ يَدْعُو لَهُ, to leave behind righteous children that will do what for you? That will supplicate for you, that will beg for you, not ones that would cry over you. And just be concerned about themselves. The second one, my brothers and sisters, is wealth. Wealth is really divided into 2. A wealth that you consumed whilst you was on this earth, this is not yours and you can't claim it. Or wealth that you left behind for your children and they inherited it, that's not wealth that you can claim. The wealth that you really own, which is the second, is the wealth that you have put forward, that you gave it for Allah's sake, that you spent it in the cause of Allah. That wealth is yours and it's waiting for you on the other side. The Prophet, he told us in a hadith, and Imam Muslim narrated in his Sahih, يقول ابن آدم, and the children of Adam will say the day of judgment, Mali, Mali, my wealth, my wealth. The Prophet then said, وَهَلْ لَكَ إِلَّا مَا أَكَلْتَ فَأَفْنَيْتَ أَوْ لَبِسْتَ فَأَبْلَيْتَ أَوْ تَصَدَّقْتَ فَأَمْضَيْتَ. He divided the wealth into these 3 or 2. Wealth that you consumed, you ate it, you used it, you took it to the toilets. Or wealth that you wore as clothing and that clothes wore out. Or wealth, تصدقت فأمضيت, you put it forward, you put it on the other side, and inshallah you wait for it on the other side, you will receive its reward. The Prophet one day came to his wife Aisha. He said, Aisha, the meat that was brought to us, the meat that was brought to us, what's left? She said, Ya Rasulullah, every part of it I gave it out, illa al-katif, except the shoulder, because the Prophet used to love the shoulder. She said, everything else I gave it out. And then the messenger corrected his wife straight away. He said, Aisha, every part of this meat remains for us except the shoulder. We own what we give out. The shoulder is what we're going to eat. That's not for us. Are we all together, brothers? The wealth that you claim and that is yours, inshallah ta'ala, is the money that you gave on the other side. That's the wealth that inshallah ta'ala will benefit you. Do not, brothers and sisters, hoard this money and hold on to it like this, because all you're holding it on for is your inheritors to inherit it. The Salafus Salih, the pious predecessors, they used to make sure that their wealth was given out. They would spend it. It was once said that Abdullah ibn Ubaydullah ibn Umayr, he said, أَنَّ رَجُلًا قَالَ يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ, a man said to the Prophet of Allah, مَا لِي لَا أُحِبُّ الْمَوْتَ, why is it that I don't like death? The Prophet, he said, لَكَ مَالٌ, do you have wealth? The man, he then said, نَعَمْ, I do have wealth. He said, فَقَدِّمْهُ, put that money forward, give it out for the cause of Allah. فَإِنَّ قَلْبَ الْمَرْءِ مَعَ مَالِهِ. Why did he say give that money out? He said because the heart of the human being is connected to the money. Where the money is where the person is. And now that you put your money on the other side, you will want where you put it on the other side. So give out that money, the Prophet, he said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It was once said to one of the rulers, they once said to Abu Hazim. Abu Hazim az-Zahid was an aesthetic man. He boycotted this dunya and he faced the akhirah. The ruler, he said to him, مَا بَالُنَا نَكْرَهُ الْمَوْتَ, why is it that we dislike death? He said, لِتَعْظِيمِكَ الدُّنْيَا, the reason why you hate death is because you venerated, you've glorified this dunya far too much. جَعَلْتَ مَالَكَ بَيْنَ عَيْنَيْكَ, and you have placed your wealth right in front of your eyes. فَأَنْتَ تَكْرَهُ فِرَاقَهُ, and so you don't want to leave. Look at the buildings you have built, the skyscrapers that you've built, the business that you've created, the empire that you have done. Your eyes are connected to this. You are attached to this. So what do you not want to do? You don't want to go to a place where you destroyed it. Your akhirah, you have nothing ready for you over there. So you don't want to leave a place you have built for a place you have what? For a place that you destroyed. Abdullah ibn Umar, if anything fascinated him, anything of his wealth, if it fascinated him, he would take it and he would give it away. Abdullah ibn Umar was like that. If somebody bought him clothing and he liked it and he wore it for one day, the next day it was given out. There was a slave girl that he loved so much. He looked at her and he said, I can't keep you. I'm going to let you free. But I would encourage you to marry someone, he said. He said, marry Nafi', his servant. Nafi' was the teacher of Malik ibn Anas, Imam Malik's teacher. And then he recited the ayah, لَن تَنَالُوا الْبِرَّ حَتَّى تُنْفِقُوا مِمَّا تُحِبُّونَ. You're never going to reach the level of piety until you give what you love. Salafus Salih, the pious predecessors, they knew that wealth was only a stepping stone to the hereafter.